Very good morning to you, wherever you tuned in this morning, wherever you are. Malindi, Nyeri, Eldoret, Nakuru, Kisumu, Mombasa, Nairobi on Spice FM, or watching online from around the world, Spice FM KE, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or now watching us on KTN Home. Very good morning to you. This is the second hour of the Situation Room. This morning, you are with Eric Latif and Ndu. Of course, CT Muga is well. He is doing matters of his own national importance. He's addressing his nation.
Yes.
He's okay. He took the jab, the vaccine, on Friday last week. He hasn't reported any side effects. That's not the reason why he's not here today. He's very well. Now, today's proverb. A wrong step by the leader is a warning for those following. A wrong step by the leader is a warning for those following. If you see your leader do this,
Know that you're going down.
know that, hey, wait, there's something.
Or you should stop walking.
Yeah. Could it be that he was misled? Could it be that, it was just a genuine mistake? Could it be that our leader is getting incapacitated in terms of his thinking? Could it be that our leader is actually deliberately leading us astray? Does he have 30 coins, pieces of silver in his pocket?
Definitely leading us in the wrong direction.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Maybe he sold us out. So it's time for you to actually heed warning. A wrong step by the leader is a warning for those following. Let's talk about this new show on KTN called the Big Quiz Show, right? So the Big Quiz Show is a show that started on KTN. I don't want to talk much about it. Let's bring in the person who actually knows a lot about it, and he's the executive director of the show, Patrick Ojil. Patrick, good morning.
Good morning. Am I speaking to Eric?
You are speaking to Eric and Ndu.
And who?
Ndu.
All right.
So,
Pleasure.
Patrick,
Yeah.
the Big Quiz Show.
Yes.
Now, this, first of all, it's quiz, it's big. That means money. And show, it sounds like, it's a game show.
Yes, it is.
So just tell us about it.
Okay. I want to provide context so that it's clear that we are unveiling to the world an amazing innovation that is unprecedented. And, we're not making a big deal out of it the way it deserves, because this is an innovation that is homegrown, made by Kenyans, for Kenyans, and it has never been done anywhere else in the world.
Oh, Patrick, you're so modest. Right.
So the thing about the innovation concept is that it happens at the intersection of what you know and what you don't know.
Okay.
So when what you know and what you don't know match and connect, innovation happens. It's a function of taking something that already exists, tweak it just a little bit to achieve a slightly different outcome. But normally the quantum of that outcome that determines whether there's a disruption or not. What exactly do I mean by that? So now, we've always known that traditionally game shows have been structured in such a way that, first of all, they are pre-recorded. Then we invite a few people on set who then go through the motions, then get to win prizes. The rest of the TV viewing audiences normally watch for entertainment purposes. Isn't that right?
Yep. That's
That's
true.
what we're familiar with.
That's true.
Right.
Once the weakest playing, who's smarter now, and so on and so forth. Pre-recorded, a few people win, we watch at home, and we are happy for them.
Yes.
Now, what we didn't know, which we've now managed to figure out, that you can actually leverage technology to democratize access to the wider TV viewing public to be able to participate on a live TV game show from the comfort of their home, using their mobile phone and win instant prizes. That is unprecedented. So the interactivity element is what's changing the game. No one has ever done this on a BTT platform. There could be versions that have been done anywhere elsewhere in the world, but they're normally web-based.
So what is this show that people are now watching as they are participating live? What is the show? What's happening on the show? What are we doing?
It's quiz. It's a quiz session.
Okay.
Yeah. So on every Sunday on KTN Home, the participants who registered. By the way, eligibility to participate in the show is by registration.
Okay.
So the mechanic of
How much is registration?
Wait.
Okay.
So we ask you to send an SMS. I mean, we ask you to SMS the word join to a short code 23774. Then you get a callback message that tells you to, sorry, it's an SPK message that asks you to pay 150 shillings by M-Pesa. Then you get another message telling you have successfully registered for the Big Quiz Show. You can now participate on the show on Sunday between 8 and 9.
Okay.
And now on Sunday between 8 and 9, what we expect you to do is sit in front of your TV from the comfort of your sitting with your mobile phone and be ready to answer 26 questions as fast and as accurate as possible. Yeah?
Okay.
So we have 4 different categories, 5 questions each, multiple choice questions. Very simple, but speed is of essence.
Okay.
So your ability to answer those 20 simple questions as fast and as accurate as possible can put you in the top 10.
Okay.
Now, how do we, not top 10, top 100, how do we then determine who the winners are? We've invested in a certain software that has the capability of picking the fastest and the most accurate answers from the people who registered only. That software will pick, it will tabulate, it will rank and give us results in real time. But we've programmed it to give us only 100 winners every week.
Okay, so Patrick, in a normal quiz show, you have contestants who are on stage, etc., like you said. The difference between the difference between that and this now is that the contestants are playing from the comfort of their homes using technology. That's what we are saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, once you register the first time, does that then give you access to play for the entire season, or must you register every time you want to play?
Every week. Once we are done with the show on Sunday, we archive everything and we start afresh. We register again.
So I must, if I want to play on Sunday, I spend 150 shillings. If I want to play next Sunday, I spend another 100. But so you're saying essentially you have winners every week, and it's not like a season and then we're waiting for a season winner. So if you could explain that a little bit.
We're guaranteed to give 2 million shillings. We've just given 2 million this past Sunday. 2 million people won. So number 1 walked away with 1 million shillings. Number 2, 300,000. Number 3, 100,000. Then we have a bunch of 97 other people who won batches of 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000.
Okay.
Guaranteed 2 million to be given away every single week, whether we make money or not. We have 26 billion in our kit to give for the 13 weeks of the season.
It sounds very exciting, actually. I think when you're just sitting there at home and you're looking at the questions, it also is very involving as a family. So you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I have paid for my entire family.
Let's play.
You guys, I've invested 1,000 bob here. So make sure that
somebody's got to win. Somebody must win.
Somebody use your brain. So what kind of questions are these that then you ask? You're saying there are 5 categories of questions. What kind of questions?
So we have general knowledge.
What is general knowledge? General is not general, but
General knowledge.
We're talking about
who is the president of Kenya?
Or name the 2 big oceans, Atlantic and Pacific. Is that what we're talking about?
Who discovered electricity? Choice A, Mwai Kibaki. B, Albert Einstein.
Okay.
Those kind of knowledge. And then there's sports. Then there's people and places.
Okay.
People and places. Where is kidney found, for example? Yeah. Then there's science and tech.
Okay.
Very simple.
And all of them have multiple choices.
All of them have multiple choice questions. So how you answer, if number 1 is, you're talking about history. So who was the first president of Kenya?
Right.
1A, Jomo Kenyatta. B, Uhuru Kenyatta. C, Raila Odinga. D, Mwai Kibaki.
Right.
Obviously, the answer is 1A. So what you key in, what you send as an SMS is 1A, and you send it as fast as possible. Because remember, we are testing speed and accuracy. You have only 10 seconds to answer every question, and there's a timer on screen. So when Eric and Betty read the question, you need to listen very carefully, because when they click when the click start and the multiple choice questions come on screen, you need to text your answer as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And
So you only have
And I'm sending to this. Sorry,
Go
I'm
ahead,
sending to this short code 23774.
23774.
Okay.
Are you able
Yes.
to guarantee, things that would come into play, like, network interruption and things like that? Because if I'm having to send an SMS, I'm not on a live platform per se. I have to send an SMS and wait for a response, this kind of thing. Are you able to guarantee that there will be no network interruptions and things like that? What if somebody played and they sent and then you didn't receive an answer kind of thing? How can you prove that? And maybe I got all the questions right.
That's a very pertinent question. But the decision for us to go the SMS route is exactly because of that. Initially, what we wanted to do is we wanted to use USSD. We did a series of tests and we discovered the USSD was very unstable. And that's the reason why we even shied away from using a web-based platform to activate this game show. Because web is also susceptible to a lot of interruptions. But when we started Safaricom, and then looked at the possibility of doing SMS, we discovered SMS is the most stable platform ever. Do you know how many SMS people send every single day?
You tell us.
Okay. Safaricom alone has how many subscribers? 30 million. We send text messages every single day. So that's the most stable. We discovered is the most stable way to do
and
this.
versatile.
Yes.
Once I've done the 150 shillings registration for tonight's game show, or Sunday night, how much more am I spending every time I send an answer?
Great. So you need to top up your airtime as well, because for you to answer those 20 questions, you'll be charged 2 shillings. So that's an additional 40 shillings. So essentially, your total investment into this is going to be about 192 shillings, with a potential upside of getting your return on investment to the tune of
$1 million.
Bob, and the lowest you can win is the number 100 is 1,000 shillings. You've invested 192 shillings, you're getting 1,000 shillings as number 100. You've still made very, very significant return on investment.
Unless I'm wrong, Patrick, are you saying that anybody who plays this 192 shillings that you're spending, you're guaranteed of winning something, or you're throwing it to the whims of luck?
Remember, this is not a function of luck, and I want to make this distinction very clearly, because there's a confusion that is coming out that this is gambling or betting. It's not gambling. For the very first time, we're giving people an opportunity rather, to determine the outcome of their winning. It's just a function of how knowledgeable and how fast you are. Then you get yourself within the top 100. You are a winner. Yes.
Okay.
What gambling and betting does is you hinge your bet by placing a certain amount.
Yeah.
Then you let it to the
chance.
You leave it to luck to happen. Then you win. But here you will control. How fast are you and how knowledgeable are you? That is what then determines the outcome. That's the difference between what we are doing here, and what betting and gambling does.
So do you have to get all the questions right in order to win something?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
So speed is also
Speed is an issue.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have this proprietary software that you're saying that is the one that's doing the bulk of the work, cranking up the numbers and looking at how fast was the SMS from Eric. Was it right? Was it wrong? So I don't have to have been the very first one. I need also to have gotten it right. It's a combination of both. I can have been the first one to send in an SMS, but I got it wrong.
Right.
Okay. Now, this software, do you have access to the server? You know this thing, we are Kenyans. Utafungua server at some point tuone kama ni kweli.
You know what you'll be doing is towards the end of the show, we'll display the correct answers. But we are working closely with Safaricom. Even for credibility purposes, we'll print out the top 100. You'll see how fast number one answered the questions and how many questions. In fact, if you look at yesterday's newspaper, we published the list of all the winners.
Yep.
It shows you the hashed numbers, the time taken to answer the questions, and the number of questions answered. It's very, very democratic.
Well, the reason I was asking that question, heading towards that question of audit. Is there a verifiable system of auditing what's happening in the system? And do you have the betting control and licensing board on board?
100%. If you look at all our comms, you see that there's a BCLB license number there, 0000844. We are in a lot of scrutiny by the betting licensing and control board. This thing has been approved already. Even by the time we're being given that license, we have to go through a very rigorous auditing process to establish that the tech actually works. It's genuine. Yeah.
Is there a third-party auditor?
You don't have gotten a license to do this.
Is there a third-party auditor?
At the moment, the only auditing process is happening with BCLB.
Okay, off the bat, it already seems like something very exciting that people want to be able to play. I mean, if to while away time, but of course be interested in knowing just really how good your knowledge is, and then of course people want to be able to win some money and have some extra in their pocket. How far do you want to go with this? How big do you want to go with this? I guess is a question.
This is going to be very big, trust you. But I also just want to mention that what inspired this innovation was COVID. Actually, COVID has been a silver lining. Initially, when we wanted to host a TV show, we were tempted to go. Actually, not even tempted. We were going to do it the traditional way, where we bring people on set and we give them the emotion. But then, because of COVID and the new world order, where there's social distancing and there's contactless commerce and mass conversations and meet and in-person, it was not possible. We were not allowed to do it. Now, what we had to figure out is then, if we can't do this TV show in the traditional format, then how do we get people to participate from the comfort of their home without necessarily coming on set?
Yep.
So that is where the inspiration came from.
Yep.
So we had to go and put together a team of engineers, software developers, very serious tech guys, crack this thing. It has taken us a whole year, by the way, to develop this tech. And that's the reason why it's going to change again. So your question is, how far do we want to go with this? We've just signed a 5-year contract with the Standard Group to be the host of this show. Essentially, season 1 is going to be 13 weeks. Then we take 1 month break. Then we come back for season 2. But I can guarantee you this particular innovation has never been done anywhere in Africa. So what we're saying is we've put together an amazing innovation that has a competitive advantage that can be packaged for export.
Sure.
You know what that means?
Yeah, we of course we know what that means, and we can already see the glitter in your eye. A lot changed with COVID, and we're looking around the world in terms of entertainment, things that people then needed to do, and even now in the embracing of new things to keep people entertained, whether it's cross age groups and things. And then we've seen that has resulted in some kind of permanent change, whether it's viewing for TV shows and things like that. The way in which they are produced has changed. Do you think also then that even with what you're seeing with what you're doing today, I mean, just looking beyond the scope of what you're currently dealing with, that we will then see a change in entertainment circles then around the world, that people then, such as yourselves, will then begin to develop more and more innovative ways of bringing entertainment whereby people don't have to come face to face?
Absolutely. That is where the world is headed. Yeah. A lot of contactless commerce, a lot of these things are going to be, how safely can I participate in a game from the comfort of my house? You and your family members, there's a game show on TV, yeah, where you can all get involved. And the beauty about this is it's a family show. You can all do it together. It's content that is palatable to every family member. It brings you close. That's where the world is headed. Remember, right now, we are avoiding conflict as much as possible.
Yeah.
And if you research around, you'll notice that there's a lot of web-based game shows that are coming up all over Europe and in the US.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's happening. It's already happening, actually.
Okay, so Patrick, so come Sunday, it is Sunday, right? So when do folks have to register to be able to start playing by the time the show rolls around in the evening? Or can you
You
start
have-
registering throughout the week kind of thing?
Can I register
You
now?
have
Can I register
between
today for
Monday-
Sunday? Yeah.
You have between Monday and Sunday 6 p.m. to register.
Okay.
Those are how many days?
Many.
6 days, 7 days, and 6 days and a couple of hours.
Sure.
So if you look at our com, what we do every day from Monday up until Sunday 6 p.m. is we've gone full throttle on different media platforms. So KTN as a media partner in this project is giving us space to do TV advertising, radio advertising. You guys have the past digital platforms. We're doing that as well. We have adverts on radio, adverts on print. So that we get to communicate to the masses that look here, there's this amazing game show, there's money to be won. All you need to do is register. We do that for 6 days and a couple of hours on Sunday. Yeah, and we have amazing superstars who are hosting the show in the name of the indefatigable dynamic duo. So that's Eric Omondi, who calls himself the president of Comedy Africa, and amazing Betty Kialo, who also have a serious social media real estate behind them. They have a combined social media following of about 7.2 billion people. Their job is to rally their troops there and tell them, look here, you need to be part of this.
Okay.
So in terms of investment in media assets, towards creating awareness, I think we're in very good standing.
Patrick, this is sounding really, really exciting, and congratulations to the team that's worked around this. Like you said, it's innovative. Yes, it sounds like it definitely is something we haven't seen in this local market. And as you say, it's something that's new even globally. I hope that in your quest to secure the intellectual property, you have actually succeeded as well.
That has been done already.
Great.
That was the first.
Great. So this is a Kenyan innovation that is already secured.
Just to reiterate the point, no one has ever done this on a DTT platform, a live interactive game show where people play in the comfort of their home and win instant prizes. No one has done it, and I can boldly and confidently tell the government of Kenya through Brand Kenya. I think now there's a call or something. They can take full bragging rights and say we have a bunch of innovators in the country who are changing the game, the face of game shows in the African continent. Because no one has done it in Nigeria, no one has done it in South Africa, no one has done it in Ghana. And I'm picking the key growth markets of Africa. You know, when the rest of the world look at Africa, they normally look at the big four.
Yep.
Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, and Nigeria. That's how the rest of the world looks at Africa.
Yes. And we are right there. Asante sana. Patrick Ojil is...
And what I'm telling you guys is we need to make a big deal about this. We're not making as big a deal as it should be. This is an innovation that has been done in Kenya by Kenyans. We deserve more noise than we're getting.
When people start winning, my friend, you will see.
You will hear the noise.
You
will have to
will
ask for
see.
it, Patrick.
We gave away 2 million this past
Very
time.
good. Wacha sasa watu waendelee kushinda. You will hear about it. Thank you very much.
fact,
Patrick
when I
Ojil
win.
is the executive director of the Big Quiz Show, a show that comes on KTN every Sunday. What time on Sundays, Patrick?
Between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
On
live.
KTN Home.
KTN Home.
Asante sana. This is Kenya's biggest conversation. Let's take a break on KTN Home, on Spice FM, and online. We'll be back shortly. Good morning.